ghost.
Oh, for goodness sake, help! I need help!
Tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice?
Narrator, I'm sorry. Please help me.
Woohoo! Let's go. Oh shoot! You can't see that. Let me give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hold on now. Settings. Gotta fix this, please. All right. No one saw that. Hey there, it's Brittany Bunn. Today we're gonna have some fun with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe Edition because it was on sale on Steam. I've actually had a dream to work in an office, but I honestly don't see myself working a 9 to 5. So I would rather experience it in game where I'm not mentally affected and I can still do what I love, which is playing games. So let's begin the game.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oh, he got a good voice.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
427, got it.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what
This is kinda
buttons
loud.
to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
How much does he get paid though?
Others might
Because
have
I can definitely do
considered it
that.
soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Oh, that's good that he found his place in the
Was
world.
happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Tell us.
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Okay.
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
Stanley sounds like
Never
a
in all
workaholic.
his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Stanley sounds like he has no sense of autonomy. When I click it, it makes like a sound like you're hitting a keyboard. Why does it do that? What if I didn't step out the office? What would he do?
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure.
Oh my gosh,
He
that's
had to
so
make a
cool.
decision. What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days.
Oh no.
Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to.
Okay.
He will be told what to do.
Yes.
Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Oh wow. I was really scared that I killed Stanley or something. Okay, so this is the kind of game that I think every decision you make can determine the whole course of the game. So that might have been an ending maybe. What if I'm like a new Stanley or something? But I feel like Stanley's like whole personality is tied with his job. Without a job, he has no sense of identity. So he
All of
can't
his
make his own
co-workers were
decisions or
gone.
anything like
What
that.
could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The meeting room. Must be this way. Where are we in heaven? Dude, I think everyone got raptured. Where's everybody at? Like, it's clear that people were here. There was probably 2 people that were talking right here, just enjoying their coffee, and then out of nowhere, poof, They up in the air. And Stanley, you know what that means. He got left behind.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, right. The door on my left. Okay. Right here.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, because I'm trying to give Stanley his own opportunities to make decisions.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring.
Yes,
It had really
it's
been
great.
worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
I wouldn't say beautifully
Stanley simply
constructed,
stood here,
though.
drinking it all in.
Yes, this was worth the time it took to come in here.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
Stanley has no
It's
personality.
possible that this is why everyone left.
I don't know why the audio keeps cutting out.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Stanley is me a little bit. Wow. Do like all offices like have something like this in there? Wait, what?
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform
Oh
and
my
plunged
gosh.
to his death.
I didn't
Good
mean to
job,
do
Stanley.
that.
Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I was trying to look down. I mean, technically I did. I looked down a little
All of
bit
his
too far.
coworkers-
Now I just want to look down.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've
Oh.
gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not sure.
Oh my gosh.
Really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
What do you mean?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
For whom? Whomst? It's nothing against you, narrator. I just want to
This is it,
explore
Stanley.
every
Your
possibility.
chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
Who's her?
She's been waiting.
Her. Good for her. Oh.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her.
Am I in an
If you
interrogation
can truly
room?
place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Do I have to? Okay, I don't think I have a choice. Did I just die? Again? It's only been like 10 minutes.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
No, I didn't
wanna
believe
commit
it for
their
a
life to
second.
you. I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Because I was thinking to myself, what woman would...
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Oh, you did it. Narrator. Ah.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Death? Press P on your keyboard.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly
Oh my
what
gosh.
he's told to do.
I am.
Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
No, I don't want to press any more buttons. No, don't make me... Oh.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Oh my gosh. Tell your kids a story. You don't have kids.
It was such a wonderful fantasy. And so in his head, he relived it again. And then again, and again, over and
my
over,
gosh, this
wishing
game.
beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly
My
be?
wife!
In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I have no choice. I'm trapped in my own mind.
You see? Can he just not hear me?
Oh
How
my
can I tell him in
gosh.
a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Oh my
Stanley
gosh.
pushed a button.
No.
And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Bro. There is so much there from that. That this is just a fantasy in Stanley's mind. The different paths is just something that Stanley made up. Maybe like the narrator is trying to lead Stanley to the right path, but because of me, my defiance, I'm basically killing Stanley. I don't know how to explain it. I don't have the critical analysis kind of mouth to explain what I mean, but
All of his
if you know, you
co-workers
know.
were gone. What could it mean?
Okay,
Stanley
this
decided
time
to go to the meeting.
we're gonna listen
Perhaps
to the
he had simply
narrator
missed a memo.
because I think he's trying to give us a happy ending, and I'm preventing him from doing
When
that.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
There's a whiteboard manager. Push for funding for R&D, research and development of new coffee machine. Not cost efficient. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Ongoing. Who moved my desk? The future was yesterday. Tomorrow is now. Oh, that's a pretty good quote. Solving interpersonal conflict. If you ever find yourself in a conflict with another diligent employee, like yourself, is spelled incorrectly, but more inclined toward, okay, what are your dreams for the future? Football. Comatose. That's a dream. Metamorphosis. Tips for not getting fired. Talk less. Do unbelievably amazing work all the time, every day, with no expectation or of promotion or recognition. Don't get fired. Everyone is unique. You, most of all. Please, no more chats. Please, I'm begging. What do y'all do here? What job is this? What does synergize mean? Help, I'm a post.
Oh, for goodness sake, help! I need help!
I love like the little things. What do people want? Things, money, more money, things. But with money to buy more things, graphs. Graphs about things and money. We have our new product. Violet James, you are fired. Oh, she put happy feelings and they fired her. They said, we don't feel over here. We just want money and things. Oh, wait. Let me see if I can look at these. I'm sorry. When I play games, I look at everything. I mean, because like the developers, they spent a long time on the game. The least you can do is look at everything. Broom closet. Chris, are you in here?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Okay, so for this time, we're doing what the narrator says, because he's trying to lead us to victory.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Upstairs to the boss's office? Executive bathroom. To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. Oh my gosh. What happened here? the Time magazine has a clock on it. That is so funny. This game is so clever. The narrator isn't saying anything, so I'm just gonna go in here.
Stepping into his manager's office,
Oh,
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
2845.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs, trying to input anything, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Yeah, definitely luck.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
This looks like it goes down. I don't want to... Narrator, where am I supposed to go now? Right here or over here? I can't see. Oh wait, no, I think this is dead end. Narrator, what are you doing? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna... Oh! I thought the narrator was gonna let me fall to my death again. What should we call the narrator?
Descending deeper into the building,
I'm gonna call him
Stanley
Bailey.
realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Stanley, he said, I'm just here to get a check. So yeah, I don't care about having
Stanley
happy
walked straight ahead
feelings.
through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I mean, so you want me to go in there when I could go this way? I mean, honestly, it looks like something that Swiper wrote. We'll go. We'll do what the narrator says. Oh, no. Okay.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Well, this is why Stanley never questioned anything. It's because he was getting mind controlled. This has a camera on it.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
Oh my
Their
gosh.
true nature revealed.
Oh, look at that
Each
one.
bore the number
Wait,
of
where's
an
427?
employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers.
There's 427
the
right
lives of so
there.
many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom.
Yeah, there's
meant
427. But one of them's glitch right there. 234. Wait, do it again. I want to see if there's more. Fired. They got sent to different dimension.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job?
Man.
That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
They probably, like,
He
spiked the
couldn't
coffee or
accept
something.
it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Honestly, They probably didn't have to do much mind control work on Stanley. He was probably the easiest person to
Here was the proof,
manipulate.
the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Oh yeah, we're about to save the
Would
world.
dismantle the controls once and for all.
How? Mind controls idle, awaiting input. System power off. Did I do a good job?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Did we do it?
Yes. He had won.
We did it!
He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And
Oh,
yet,
are we gonna die?
even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
Oh right, they
How
did
had he
disappear.
been freed from the machine's grasp?
That's so
What other
true.
mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
Oh,
No
wow.
longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Wow.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Where is this building located?
Stanley was happy.
Aww. Oh, we're back to this. I thought we were happy. Since we did everything the narrator said, we are now going to not do anything the narrator says. Yeah, because I think over there, that's like an ending on its own. So we'll go this way.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Okay, so we're going to go down instead. He's about to get so mad.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office.
Nope,
he
not this
wanted
time.
to wander about and get even further off track.
Yes.
So now, in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Dang it. It's only letting me type. Grr. There's no other door. Okay.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Okay.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear. Would you hold on for a minute, please?
Yeah, sure. Take your time. He's got a whole script.
See, we went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay, when I walk in, that truck is not gonna just start revving up and run me over, right? Alright. Wait, actually, I'm kind of curious. What would happen? Ooh! Ooh! No!
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
Okay.
Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
No,
And
don't.
This time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay. From the top.
No. know, it's scary that all the coworkers are gone, but at the same time, if I just saw someone walking around, I would just get really scared. Just for knowing that someone else is here. Oh,
When
all the
Stanley-
doors are
Wait.
closed.
Wait, what? No, no, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over. Completely
Yeah.
fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
No.
Did you move the story somewhere?
I
or-
don't have the power to do
Why
that.
am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
No, I wrote
Right
the
here Just a
story.
minute ago. I
It's
know
called
for
the
sure,
Stanley
it's here
Parable, not the
somewhere.
Bailey Parable.
Okay then, it's an adventure. Come, Stanley,
Oh.
let's find the story.
Okay, well, we know where both of these lead to, so, maybe this way? Let's see, this one. I'm kind of scared, that was so many decisions. Wait, are we back? Are we back? Oh my gosh. No. I went in a... Okay.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No, again,
I
no,
find it
no.
unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Okay. So we're back here. Let me see if anything changed. Oh, now the doors are gone.
Okay, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong.
I think you broke
It's
the
possible
game.
The story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay, we can try that, but I don't know if this is gonna progress at all. Oh, excuse me.
Aha! I knew we'd miss
Wait,
something.
what?
The story. Here it comes.
Here it come.
No, wait.
What?
Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Okay, narrator. I don't like this wild goose chase that I'm putting myself on. Just admit that you're messing with me because you're upset with me. This is a room we haven't been in?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job.
Yes.
Oh, no, I don't feel right about this at all.
What? I
We both
won.
know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
No, you know, that place actually looks like when we got the ending that the narrator was trying to get us to. It looked like it could have been inside that cabin that was on the left side.
All right, I've got a solution.
Adventure
This
line.
time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Wait, but oh, we've never went through this door, these doors before. Okay, let's just go along with it.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
To destiny.
Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa.
You're just throwing words at me.
Got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, This fern will be very important later in the story.
Okay.
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
You're messing with me, aren't you? There's no way that this is important. I mean, it is a nice looking fern. I'm not going to remember any of this. Turn the music back on. Bailey.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No.
Wait.
No. Line, you do
No.
know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Wait, narrator, I'm confused. I don't know which way I'm supposed to go now. Oh. He's gonna get mad if I go that way. I mean, technically that's the destination that we're supposed to go to.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
This is worse than a time loop somehow.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
Get
We're
us
intelligent
lost.
people, right? Why can't we make up our own story?
Oh,
Something
yeah.
exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Which, right here? Oh, this is so fun.
Yes,
We're on an
this
adventure
is
together.
exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. Mm-hmm. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
I want to...
Oh, no, not
Oh,
you
the
again.
line is back.
Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Narrator, you keep cutting off, so make sure you just hold the mic a little bit longer before you just stop talking. The doors are
a
back.
Choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here.
Yeah.
Let's walk in circles for a minute.
Okay.
Okay. So I know that
The way
each
I
door
really
has to
listen to
lead
him.
It means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with that counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let's ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic.
Come, Stanley. Our destiny awaits.
The confusion ending.
What's this?
You've been playing the confusion ending for
Confusion ending.
17
You're telling me
minutes.
that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight
Whoa.
times? That's really how all
Wait,
this
find the line
goes?
again and begin following them and finding
It's
the office.
determined?
Attempt to make
So
up a
now,
story
according
here.
to the schedule, I restart again. Then
There's
what?
no longer an
Am I
office,
just
simply
supposed to
back.
forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, you consulted me. Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on.
Me
I don't want to
neither.
be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule?
Yeah.
How
We
did we even
made
know?
we decided our own
Will
fate.
someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait, you know. I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, in a way it
Not quite
is.
sure if we're in the destination or the journey. Though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now.
Yeah, let's just say this
We'll
is our
find out,
journey
won't
right
we?
now.
Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Oh. No! He's gonna forget! Bailey?
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
No way. No way someone's following me.
You know,
it's scary that all the coworkers are gone, but at the same time, if I just saw someone walking around, I would just get really scared just for knowing that someone else is here. Close the door. Oh my gosh, won't let me close the door. This suddenly became a horror game. Bailey, please don't let anything happen to me. I know that I haven't been listening to you, but
Stanley
please.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Should I do the left door or should I do the right door?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Actually, let me go back.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first,
Oh,
just
no.
to admire it.
Dang it.
Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before. Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room?
He could love a room more than his own
truly,
wife.
Truly, deeply, madly, love. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And
Guys,
as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other
I got us in a
strange
time loop.
observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
Oh,
Were they
no.
simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons.
Okay, so he does
I may
admit
as
that
well
it's boring.
enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh, I'm
Then
flying.
he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating
Oh, he
everything
can
that
hear
I'm
the
doing and
voice.
thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
Oh my gosh.
while he thought it
Narrator,
all
I'm
went
sorry.
on,
Just
I wondered
please
if
get
this
me
voice
out of
spoke
this.
to
I'm
all
sorry
of
for
their
not
dreams.
listening
The
to you.
truth was
Just
that, of
please
course,
get me out of this
this
time
was not
loop.
a dream.
I'm sorry. I'll do
How could it
whatever
be?
you say.
Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job, All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
We are okay. No, we're still here.
Stanley began screaming.
Oh my
Please,
gosh.
someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice?
Narrator, I'm sorry. Please help me.
And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Mariella.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of
You're not
her
gonna
would
call
affect
the
her career,
ambulance?
and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body.
Oh, she
and then
fake.
She turned and ran.
Oh, she fake. Oh my gosh. I killed Stanley 3 times in this episode. How many endings was that? I'm so curious. How many endings are there? Because this seems like a game that has an insane amount of endings. This is such a game that you kind of have to like play it on your own time. Like I wanted to post it on the channel, but I don't know if I'm gonna do like, you know, every single ending, because there's probably like, I don't know, like 100 the different possibilities within an ending. Like the one with the line, I feel like that could have gone like 2 or 3 different ways. Yeah, I really enjoy it. I just this game is just so cool. I love Stanley, but I never want to be Stanley. I love Bailey. I never want to be Bailey either. And Mariella, I hope she's late for her meeting. Anyway, if you liked the video, please give it a like. And if you'd like to see more videos like this or any of the other games on my channel, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Begin the game again. Oh, that's crazy.